Guys, deluded Guna, let's assess these Chelsea youngsters. Now, at the time of making this video, it's important to remember that nothing's set in stone. First, let's go with Chalobah. Chalobah, 10 appearances, not that many minutes. If you want the specific minutes, go into the last video I made about these guys. CFC can't rely on John Terry. Yeah, go and look at that. But Chalobah's not played that many minutes in the Premier League. I think 10 appearances, so he technically get a Premier League's winners medal. Heard they changed the rules and naturally can make 5 appearances, or it's down to the club to hand out the things. Either way, he got his Premier League medal. Contract's up in 2018. A lot of my friends are fond of Chalobah. I like him. I mean, he hasn't got a lot technically, but for what he does, he's another one of these guys. I tell you, face value. He wins the ball quickly, he recycles it quickly, and he's always 9 times out of 10 he's in the right place. And he's a player I like. But he is also one of these players that could easily be lodged, as I call it, moved on, because they're not really doing anything like that. It depends on the manager liking you. At one point, I did think Chalobah should have went centre-half just to get games, but I don't think he needs to do that now. But there's a case of him moving on to Watford. There's a case of, yeah, he's linked with Watford and clubs like that. He could still sign a new deal. But yeah, that's him. We're talking about Chalobah too much now. Baker, probably the most uncertain of the futures. He's coming back from his holiday, 22 years of age. Something needs to happen. It's either a thing where he stays in and amongst the side, plays cup competitions, or when players need to be rested, push these players and try and get in his Conte his good books and get in his plans. Because for me, I think he reminds me of Ramsey. He's a midfielder that can somewhat bag goals, somewhat like Lampard. Go and get goals, things like that. He could develop into that. He probably is going to go on loan again. I'd like to think to a Premier League side, and it probably is one of these loans where you need to show something, if not of significance, of proper promise, or you could very much find yourself permanently shafted on. Yeah, he lost his cheek. Going on loan to Palace, I think at the time of making this video, like I said at the beginning, can't really remember what I said, but going to Palace, hasn't been loaned out, millionaire at 17 years of age, bullying under 21s for England. He's a very good player. Still question marks over his position long term. Some people think he should be made into a forward. Some say he should be box to box. Some think he's not got the athleticism to be box to box and the agility. They think he should be deep line. Some say defensive mid. Who knows? Some even say centre half. I can't see it, but some even say centre half. So who knows where he ends up? He's going on loan to Palace, still staying in London, relatively close to everyone. He has his chance. I don't think this is make or break for him. I think here's more of a case where it might be good for both parties if this year works out or doesn't work out, if everybody moves on. I do believe in his abilities, and I do believe if Chelsea give him time, he could be a player for them. Then you've got the likes of Boga, probably go on loan again. Masunda's the most interesting one for me. He's handed the shirt number 17. Conte does like him. I remember he got recalled from his loan, if I remember rightly, in January. Stayed with the team, was very much pushing players for a start and things like that. I don't think it happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. If he made an appearance for Chelsea, that's fair enough. But he does look like the player most likely to get a chance under Conte out of the players I've mentioned, and I do like him. I mean, he's a bit slim built. He had a decent loan at Betis the first year. New manager, got rubbed out, but he's got great technical ability. He's a good dribbler. He's good at set pieces. He believes in himself. He's a player that I believe could shine for them. It's Belgium, so yeah. Who knows? I don't think there's any other youngsters of such. Of course, they got the young Christensen. I hope I said his name correctly. Been ready since 18, in my opinion. Been talked about from the age of 17 as a prospect. The time has come. He's been playing for 2 years consistently at Gladbach. The time has come for him to challenge Chelsea's already existing centre halves and get a squad shirt, get in the starting lineup. And if that doesn't happen, if he stays and it goes a season where he hasn't played, he'll probably be moved on. Ake did the right thing. I believe in Ake. I thought Conte liked him. I mean, he didn't play that much when he got recalled, but it did look like Conte liked him. He took his chance at Wembley when he was given the opportunity. And he did look like he could play left side of the centre-half. He can play left back, obviously. He's obviously a centre-half. He can play in midfield. And he did look like a player Conte could like and could use. Obviously, both parties have deemed this is best to move on. I mean, he's 22 years of age. He needs to play football. He's now returned to Bournemouth, where they loved him. 20 million playing under Howe. Chelsea have made crazy profit, so it's best for all parties. And that's in regards to the other youngsters, the Casey Palmers, the Izzy Browns, these sort of players. They'll probably go on loan or be sold again, so these sort of players won't make it there. But yeah, guys, this was just, I don't know why I made this vid, to be honest. Just thought, why not? That's just some of what's happening to some of them Chelsea youngsters, really. Anyways, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. I'm waffling. Like I said, I don't know the course of this video or the point of it. But yeah, I'm signing out, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's time to get a drink, man.